There are phrases that come into common usage and then fade away to be replaced by other phrases which may or may not make more sense, usually make less sense than the one before. We're all, familiar with 40 is the new 90 or whatever they wanted to call it, but this latest phrase, the latest one we have, refers to something as the new normal. That's a fashionable way of saying you better put up with it and you better get used to it. Throughout our lives, we face changes and are forced to adjust to these different situations. What was normal has been replaced by different circumstances, and we have to adapt. Sometimes these are drastic changes. When I went into the Coast Guard, when I went into boot camp, that was the most drastic change ever I've experienced in my life to that point. That was a new normal for me, and I had to adjust to it. I had to adapt to it. But see, each of us can relate to some significant change in our lives and remember how we coped, and hopefully how either we grew or we improved the situation. Christ's birth, which we just celebrated last month, and his death, which we're going to celebrate coming up soon, his resurrection, established for the world a new normal, a real new normal. See, the world is going to have to adapt. We were given a Savior who became our direct connection to God. Peter, in 1 Peter 3, verse 18, sums up the power of this new normal for us. For Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, to bring you to God. He was put to death in the body, but made alive in the spirit. See, his death and resurrection established a real new normal. We established it for all of humanity. The new normal will never be replaced by different circumstances. The world will never again have to adjust, but it will have to accept.